Hey everyone, it's George again, bringing you another mind-bending story from the past. This time, we're going to take a deep dive into one of the greatest military mysteries of all time. Picture this: an entire army that vanished without a trace, leaving behind only questions. Let's rewind to the year 530 BCE, a time when the Persian Empire was at the peak of its power. It was ruled by the mighty Emperor Cambyses II, son of Cyrus the Great, who had led the Persian forces to victory over many of their enemies, including the mighty Babylonians. Cambyses was preparing for one of his most ambitious military campaigns, an invasion of Egypt. The Egyptian Empire was one of the last great threats to Persian dominance, and Cambyses knew that conquering Egypt would cement his place in history. But while Cambyses focused on Egypt, something else was happening on the eastern fringes of the empire. Something that would eventually become one of the most mysterious and perplexing disappearances in military history. An army of 0 soldiers, sent by Cambyses, was tasked with crossing the Sahara Desert in Africa to conquer the oracles of Ammon, an ancient religious site in the Libyan Desert, known for its mystical powers. The mission was to secure this sacred place for the Persian Empire. Now, you might think that an army of 0 men, led by trained Persian soldiers, would have no trouble crossing a desert. But the Sahara is no ordinary desert. It's vast, unforgiving, and filled with shifting dunes and extreme temperatures. The soldiers were led by a commander named General Petubastis, and as they made their way across the desert, they encountered nothing but extreme heat, lack of water, and no food. The men grew weaker and weaker, and many began to die from dehydration and exhaustion. And then, suddenly, they vanished. After several months, no word had come from them. The Persian Empire sent another army to search for them, but when they arrived at the location where the first army had been last seen, there was no sign of any of them. No bones, no remains, not even a single piece of equipment. It was as if the entire army had disappeared into thin air. So, what happened to this enormous military force? One of the most popular theories is that the army got caught in a sandstorm so powerful and so sudden that it buried the soldiers and their equipment. Others believe that the army simply became lost, wandering aimlessly in the desert until they eventually succumbed to exhaustion and died. Some even speculate that the army could have been swallowed by a vast quicksand pit hidden beneath the desert surface. Another theory suggests that the army might have turned on each other in desperation, fighting over the limited supplies of food and water. The truth, though, is that we may never know what truly happened to the lost army of the Persian Empire. I'm George, and I'll be back soon with more incredible stories from history that are far stranger than fiction.